What's up, guys, and welcome to another week's video. I do apologize, it's a little bit windy, but hopefully my little fluff thing on here can actually, get rid of some of that. So today's video, we're gonna talk about 5 things that I love about my new, well, not new to me, but used Honda S2000. It's been about a month since I've had this car, and I absolutely love it. So here we go, 5 things that I love about this car. First thing I love about this car, I love the fact that it's a convertible. I mean, I know it's kind of obvious, convertibles are awesome, but I love that fact. I mean, day like this, nice and sunny, nice and warm, hit a back road, and it's literally one of the best feelings in the world. Wind through your hair, you're tackling those corners, and it's so incredibly satisfying, and it's great. I love that. Number 2, second thing I love about this car is how even more driver-centric this car is. It is more driver-centric than the BRZ, which I didn't think was going to be possible, but this car, basically every single control in the car, oh, there's a BRZ, every single control in this car in the driver's seat, like air condition, radio, like everything you could think of, like literally the passenger almost can't even touch it, because like that's how driver centric it is. And I really like that, because this car was designed for the driver in mind. It wasn't designed as a luxury vehicle. Number 3, I love the way how this car looks. It's a very classic look. It's a little old. You can tell that the car itself is a little bit dated, but the car looks fantastic. Mine is a 2005 AP2, and in my opinion, it's still one of the best looking cars to date. Like they redesigned the headlights and taillights, and I think they look fantastic. The car has some great lines. It's a really classy, sporty look to it, and I think that's what I really like about this car, is the fact that it is, it's a classic car. You can take it out, and it's a head turner. Like, I'm breaking necks left and right with this car, and it looks fantastic. I haven't even really modded this thing yet. And that's the thing, what I like about this car is you don't really need to mod it. It's a head turner already just by itself. And so number 4, the 4th thing I like most about this car is that it can redline to 8,500 RPMs. That is nuts. Like, I thought the BRZ revved high. This thing goes 1,000 RPMs higher. Now, if you have the AP1, that goes 500 RPMs, even more than that, to 9,000. My friend has the AP1, and so he can rev his all the way to a 9,000 redline, which I think is insane. I have brought this to redline a few times, and it feels fantastic. The engine is nice and strong. You got all sorts of power up there, and the engine just screams and has this really satisfying, like, roar to it that I just can't even explain. And being able to rev a car that high and feel all this power, but you're still in control is fantastic. And for the last thing, the 5th reason why I love this car so much, to be honest, it's a Honda. Like, I like the fact that it's a Honda, and I like the fact that you can buy these cars used, and as long as the engine is like good and like passes its compression test, and you do proper like valve timing and on all the general maintenance on it, it's gonna last you a long time. I bought this car at 116,000 miles, and I fully expect that with the proper maintenance, which I'm gonna do, this car is gonna last me to 300,000 miles. And as long as I never crash it, it'll probably reach there. There are definitely reports of people in their stock S2000s, who have 300,000 miles on their car, and the car is still running strong. That to me is a really good sign, especially seeing as how, this car is, I mean, it's Honda. It's a car that was, designed by Honda to be not only reliable, but an incredibly fun roadster and incredibly fun to drive. So those are the 5 things that I love about my Honda S2000, but I am going to talk a little bit more about some other things. So what are my mod plans for this car? Well, as you can see, the car already has some lowering springs. The previous owner did paint the wheels white, which I actually really appreciate, because I wanted white wheels. I am going to be getting some new wheels in the future, but for now, the OEM wheels I think actually look really good, and I'll just keep those until I save up some more money for some more wheels. So what I'm gonna be doing for this car is just, to be honest, I'm gonna keep it mainly stock. So it's gonna be coilovers, and I'm probably gonna be doing the KW V3s. So those are some real good coilovers. As you know, they also make the ST coilovers, which I have on my BRZ. And from my experience with the ST coilovers on that car, I love them. They're super comfortable, but they're still just stiff enough that I feel like it's sporty. And so with that experience, I'm gonna just go with the KWs. I'm gonna be getting some new wheels, as I said. I'm probably looking at the Graham Lights 57DRs, gonna try to get them in white. I'm gonna be looking at a staggered setup, as these cars actually come staggered from the factory. Probably gonna be doing 17.9 in the back and 17 by 8.5 in the front. Obviously, probably going to be running either some Michelin Pilot Super Sports, or I might be doing the Dunlop Dereza Star specs. Who knows? I'm still deciding. Definitely going to be getting a new exhaust. The one that I've been looking at is the Tanabe Medallion Touring. I've heard all the sound clips that I've heard. It sounds good, nice and low. I like that really low guttural, like rumble sound from my cars. I don't really like the high pitch raspy like race car drone noise, so I don't really like that. So the Tanabe Medallion Touring seems really good. A lot of people say it's a great daily driver type of exhaust, so that's definitely what I'm going for. And then other than that, that's basically it. There's really not too much I'm going to do to this car. This car I want to keep relatively stock. I just want to maintain it, make sure it gets back up to like near perfect driving capabilities, and then I'm probably going to track it, honestly. So I'll probably end up getting an oil cooler. But other than that, like, this car was really meant as like my own personal project and a really kind of like nice luxury weekend vehicle for now, until I kind of get a little bit further and then, you know, track it or whatever. But, you know, doesn't mean the BRZ is on hold. BRZ is still kind of going to be my main focus, but the S2000, I do have some plans for it. So stay tuned for that, you guys. And I think it's going to look great, and I hope you guys enjoy everything that I do to it. I do actually have a surprise coming up for the S2000 in a little bit. I hope you guys will enjoy. And another thing is, like, thank you very much again, you guys, for all your support. We are almost at 700 subscribers. The channel is growing really, really fast. I really appreciate it. I know I've been slacking on videos a little bit lately. It's been really, really busy. But I hope that, you know, with this new content and with the S2000, you know, we can kind of get rolling again and get some more mods going. The BRZ, there's some plans for the BRZ. So I might be changing up the look of the BRZ a little bit, but nothing for certain. I'll let you guys know. But so yeah, guys, that's it for this week's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys on the next one.